Hey guys, welcome to the weekend reading where we check in on the energies for all signs going from Aries to Pisces. Timestamps will be down below. I am a little late on the reading today, so another reminder too that after the premiere is over, then you can check out the timestamps. They don't work while it's premiering. So keep that in mind, so you can always come back if you don't want to sit and watch or wait. But yeah, we are going to see what's going on. We do have the new moon today, which is Friday, depending on kind of where you are. Some people it's happening on the 10th, but yeah, so new moon in Cancer. I posted the new moon reading, so if you haven't checked that out, then you can as well. That was an all signs reading as well, so I posted that like late last night. So yes, that is up for you. There'll be a pick a card tomorrow. We're going to do mid-July readings this weekend as well to kind of get me back on track schedule-wise. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. All that I've got to say. Lots going on with this new moon. There's lots of like other planetary things going on that are kind of like positively influencing this new moon. So if you're interested in kind of like figuring out, I would suggest like seeking out some sort of astrologer or someone on YouTube here that you can see kind of what they are saying about it. That's usually what I do. But yeah, let's kind of get into it. We're going to start with Aries. So we're going to pull an oracle card and then we're going to pull some tarot and we'll go from there. All right. So Aries, let's see. Aries. We have Shaman, trust in higher forces. So this is kind of like a divine timing type of an energy for you, Aries. There's also like an element of like being wise or like trusting your intuition. We have the Devil, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign or you have heavy earth in your chart, specifically Capricorn. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys maybe feel stuck. I feel like there's like an element of, I don't know, there's some sort of like block or something that's kind of like holding you back this weekend, or something that's just making you feel either inadequate or stuck or just like you're not really going anywhere. I feel like with this Nine of Pentacles here, which is your challenge, it's like the challenge is like feeling stable, secure, confident, like trusting yourself, you know? Your advice here is the Queen of Pentacles, which is like really nurturing yourself, looking after yourself, taking care of business, you know? So I feel like maybe there's like some tasks that you need to kind of like complete here this weekend possibly, but it's like you feel restricted, you feel stuck in some aspect, but I feel like you're able to kind of get yourself out of that. You have that choice, right, with the Devil card there. Four of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Justice card. So it's like, yeah, like recalibrating yourself, I feel like is your advice, like really focusing on balancing out your energy and really like balancing out, you know, kind of like nurturing yourself, getting yourself back on track, you know, going from like the Devil to the Justice card. It's like recalibrating, rebalancing things so that they feel balanced and they don't feel, I feel like a lot of you just feel stuck in something. There's like an opportunity here or something that it's like a situation even that you just don't really enjoy or you're not really feeling happy in, that maybe you feel stuck in. And it's like your challenge here is a little bit of like your belief systems, right? Like believing in yourself, trusting in yourself, and almost like kind of what I'm getting is like doing what's right for you, right? Not worried about other people. This is like taking control of your own life. But there's definitely something about your belief systems around like you as a person. I think I kind of got something similar with the new moon reading. It's like it was a confidence thing a little bit. But you guys feel stuck, and I feel like there's a need to like believe and trust in this situation, in yourself, in higher forces, right? Like having that belief and that faith, I think, is a bit of a challenge for you right now, whether that's in yourself or the situation or whatever. But it's like I feel like taking this weekend to really just kind of like nurture yourself and look after yourself and not worry about other people is really going to help you kind of get out of this stuck feeling energy. Some of you have just been like overdoing something and it's like you're unhappy, right? It's like maybe you need a bit of a break looking after yourself. Some of you are considering like walking away from something, or you just, again, you feel like unstable, or you feel like there's a lack of something with the Five of Pentacles. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I feel like, yeah, just really trying to like trust that things are going to like have that faith, have that belief that things are going to work out for you, and just really focus this weekend on like looking and nurturing yourself and looking after yourself, grounding your energy, so that you can make kind of like a more practical energy or a more practical decision even. Because some of you, there's a choice that maybe you have to make, but you have to kind of like be level-headed in order to make that choice, if that makes any sense. Some of you, this has to do with like work, your independence when it comes to work. Some of you just aren't happy in a relationship, so maybe you have to like leave a relationship or a situationship, whatever that is, that doesn't feel good with the Devil and the Four of Cups. Like it doesn't fulfill you. So that is what I have for you, Aries. We are going to move on. Move on to Taurus. Let's see what Taurus needs to know for the weekend. All right, what does Taurus need to know? We have see beyond the current situation, which is the Seer. Kind of always reminds me of like the High Priestess energy, just because she's got her crystal ball there. But she's not seeing with her eyes. Her eyes are actually covered. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Yeah, this is like seeing, I feel like there's a little bit of like seeing where you're going or getting that clarity as to kind of like where you're going in something. Some of you, it's a relationship. But it's almost like trusting your intuition. It's almost like a little bit of both, because your situation here is the Queen of Swords, Taurus. So it's like the Queen of Swords doesn't use her emotion. She uses her intuition and her logic to make the right decision, you know, and have that clarity. Some of you, it's like, it's almost like taking the logic out of it. Like, because I kind of feel like the clarity of the mind is maybe, this is in the challenge position, right? So it's like a little bit of, if the Ace of Swords is in the challenge, it's like something's not clear, or something's like, there's no like victory, there's no success in something, or you feel that way, or getting the victory and the success is the challenge, you know? Your advice here is the Two of Cups, which I feel like is almost like do what's right for you and your higher self, like making a choice for yourself that serves you. And like feels good. I was getting this kind of similar with like a little bit with Aries, but it's like making a choice that feels good to you so that you can like move forward. I feel like you guys are going to be making progress. Like I don't really feel like this Ace of Swords is like a true block here or a challenge. Some of you, this has something to do with your work. Like I feel like you're working on this clarity. You're working on seeing the truth of things. And so, I mean, some of you, it's like seeing the truth of a relationship. And some of you, this is also about communication, like working on your communicative skills. Taurus, it's like, I feel like there's a lot of earth and then air energy here, but we do have Cancer specifically. But with the Ace of Swords clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, this is like slowly revealing. Something's being slowly revealed here. And like take your time expressing yourself, or, you know, you don't have to rush into this like Ace of Swords energy, right? It's like see beyond the current situation. I feel like it's like don't make an impulsive decision for some of you, right? Your advice is to take the time to work on things. I feel like there's another person involved here somehow. It could be love with the Two of Cups, but this is like having communication to possibly work on a connection, work on a situation here this weekend of like, are we going to move forward or not? It's kind of like the direction of something. Where is this direction going? I actually see this working out for you, Taurus. Like I see you communicating with someone and like working something out, compromising as well is what I'm getting. So I do see like a stable, logical solution to something that actually ends up in the Two of Cups. I feel like with this seer energy, it's like seeing something from a different perspective or the other person's perspective, or having that communication to see things from a different aspect. Take your, your blinders off, or take the idea of like my way is the right way, which is like a very Taurus, like stubborn. It's a, you're a fixed energy, right? So sometimes that can be challenging. But it's like communicating with someone so that you can actually work on things and progress things forward. Some of you, this is like entering a relationship, like communicating, like where are we going? Because I feel like for some of you, it's like things have been maybe moving slowly, but you've been working out things with this person. Like I feel like there's been progress, but it's almost like maybe compromising or seeing the situation from your view, and then also the person that is you're relating to, whether it's a relationship, like a romantic one, or even just like a friendship, work relationship. It's like where are we going? How are we making this work? So I see it working out for you. Like I actually see this as a positive turnout, as long as you can communicate clearly. That's the key part to this, is like the communication, seeing things from someone else's perspective, not being so stubborn and set in your ways, to allow one conversation to flow, and then you can make a proper decision based on that. So I do see you guys moving forward in that sense, Taurus. So looks good. Hopefully that resonated. We are going to move on to Gemini. So let's see. What does Gemini need to know for the weekend? We have Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. Seven of Pentacles, the World, Ten of Swords, and then we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom here. So Gemini, I feel like there's definitely something that's come to an end, or a closing out of a cycle, something you've probably been holding on to, but it's like you're reflecting, you're looking back on a situation. Like we are in this new moon energy kind of all weekend. So it's like you may be really reflecting on a situation. There's also like something opening up for you, because I'm getting like the word portal is opening. Like she's kind of looking into a mirror that like looks like the universe. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's like an opening to a portal for you. But you definitely are reflecting, evaluating, like figuring out how you want to invest in something. Do you want to invest in something? It's like that type of an energy. But I do feel like you're also standing in your power, Queen of Wands. And we have the Nine of Cups behind that, and the Seven of Swords. So it's like, what do you want? Getting what you want, doing what you need to get to what you want. I think it's a little bit of like maybe where you've been a bit selfish possibly in a situation as well, like reflecting on the ending of something is allowing you to process like, where do I want to go from here? And maybe what do you need to change in the way that you responded to things in this situation as well, right? Because it takes two to tango. So even if you feel like the other person, if you're dealing with another person, it's like if they were in the wrong, there's still something with whether you allowed it or whether you contributed to that conflict somehow, right? Like there's always a way that you're involved in some aspect, whether it's a passive or an active involvement, if that makes any sense. Two of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Cups. Yeah, it's like reflecting on a past situation, seeing things from a different perspective as well, right? You might have a hard time closing out this cycle as well. Like I feel like you're really trying to think right now about your future and where you want to go, and where do I want to invest my time moving forward? What are you trying to manifest? What are you trying to create as well, right? Like it's like, where am I going? What am I doing? So you're really reflecting this weekend. And again, it's like your challenge here is the world. So it's like there's something kind of it's like something's being suspended. There's almost like a need to kind of surrender and like let this go, but you're really trying to hold on to it. and it's like hold back as well, like because the world is giving me like Saturn energy, which is like restriction, right? Like restricting something to teach you something. So it's like something's closing out here, something's being restricted in order for you to see something from a different perspective, if that makes any sense. So, and I do feel like it's something with your past. It's like your advice here is to like let go of the past, especially if it's painful, it's tough, doesn't feel good, you know, it's like let it go. You don't have to hold on to it. It's okay to have those memories, right? But it's like, why do you have to sit in it and make yourself feel like garbage? You know, because the Ten of Swords is like holding on to things for way too long. You know, it's like you're just killing yourself laying on the ground with these swords in your back, but you have the opportunity to step into like the Ace of Swords, right? Step into this like new cycle. I just feel like you're holding on to something, and I think it's almost like you're holding on to something while you figure out what to do with it. That's really what it is. It's like you're really trying to figure out, where do I go from here? But I do feel like there's something opening up for you. Again, I think it's once you release this, and once you can kind of like have that clarity of how you're going to move forward. The next step is the Ace of Swords, right? So it's like getting that clarity that you need, that victory over the situation so that you can move forward. So I feel like as long as you stay in your power, like Queen of Wands, right? As long as you stay in your power, you'll be able to move through the situation. I think you're going to get the clarity that you need by, you know, just taking that time and giving yourself time to reflect as well, right? Like take as much time as you need to really kind of gain that clarity. But this weekend, you're going to be kind of thinking about things a lot. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. We're going to move on to Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? We have Traveler, move in a new direction. So some of you literally could be traveling. Others of you are like, maybe you're moving. Some of you are just like leaving something and starting something new. Like you're in a new path or going in a new path, new direction here for yourself. You know it's time to move on. What does Cancer need to know for the weekend here, Spirit? Yeah, the Tower. There's a change happening for you this weekend, or kind of with this energy. Yeah, move in a new direction. Ace of Pentacles. So we have the Tower, the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. Seven of Wands is the overall energy, which makes sense because I feel like you're kind of resisting this change. It's inevitable. It's inevitable, this change. It's happening. The universe is like, you don't have a choice. We're bringing this tower down, you know? It's like things are changing. You don't have that opportunity. It's like you got to get out, and you got to get out now. But it's interesting because in your challenge, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like you are kind of like restricting or resisting this. Some of you, we have like the Seven of Wands and the Devil here. So it's like, this is at the bottom of the deck, but it's like holding yourself back. You have the opportunity to set yourself free from this. Some of you, it's a shitty situation. Like, it's just like shit's just falling apart. It's not going the way you want it to. And it's like, get out because the house is burning, you know? It's like the situation, it's not good, right? In some aspect. And I feel like your challenge here with the Ace of Pentacles is like, your challenge is just to take this opportunity. You're being given a new direction, a new opportunity here. And it's like, are you going to move into it? Are you going to step into it, right? Some of you, this is even like a work situation. It's like getting out of a burning building when it comes to like a work environment or like work itself. Like just, it's not going the way you want it. And it's like the writing's on the wall. And I feel like the writing's been on the wall probably for a lot of you with the Tower. And now it's like, it's getting real. Something's just not working anymore. Page of Swords here is in your advice. So it's like, really look at this situation. It's like evaluate things and be curious. Don't try to look at things just from one perspective. Like look at things from all different angles. Be curious, ask questions, research things, right? Don't just like assume that it's always one way. Yeah, we have the World, the Death card, and the Five of Cups. So in this situation, the Tower and the World, like again, inevitable. Something is coming to an end, a close, it's finishing up, you're closing out a big cycle. For some of you, there's big changes happening in your life, even if it's not like a specific situation. It's like You guys are stepping into this new phase of your life. Ace of Pentacles, it's like there's been a massive change, a massive transformation, especially with Ace of Pentacles death. It's like, let this transformation happen. Don't try to fight this. Because again, it's like we have the Tower, the World, and the Death card. Like the universe is like, that's 3 major arcanas, which is like the universe is involved in this. Like the minor arcana are typically things in our day-to-day life that we can kind of overcome on our own. And it's like not always like a big deal in that sense, right? But it's like when you've got the major arcana, it's like there's like the universe is conspiring with you and creating with you to like open up a new opportunity. And that's what this Ace of Pentacles is. And your challenge here is to let it happen. We have the Page of Swords, we have the 5 of Cups. Some of you are worried that like you're gonna miss out by leaving something behind, you know? It's like, it's almost like a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out. It's kind of what I'm getting. But your advice is like, ask questions, because things aren't always what you think they are. 5 of Cups, it's like, you might, if you can look at things from a different perspective, you might be surprised as to what you find of like, okay, it really wasn't making me feel overly good. 5 of Cups, you know? It's like you're holding on to something that really wasn't giving you what you need. But there's an element of like almost fear of like, well, stepping into that unknown. It's like, where am I going? Right? Some of you are looking for a plan, because I'm really like drawn to the fact that behind her is like a map. It's like, well, what direction am I going in? Right? I feel like the opportunity is here, but it's like not so much, the path isn't like set in stone, you know? So that can bring up a little bit of fear. It's almost like leaving a comfort zone a little bit for you, Cancer. But I feel like the opportunity's here. Now's the time. Now is the time. And again, it doesn't have to be, this Ace of Pentacles doesn't have to be a specific thing, because for some of you, this is just like a life thing. Like this is just like your life is changing. And it's like now, it's like you're a whole new person. You're not the same person you were a month ago, 2 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. And it's like, you got to get out of where you are, because it's not serving you. It's not meant for you anymore. So that is what I have for you, Cancer. Hopefully that resonated. You can check out your other signs. If not, you can check them out anyway. It gives you sometimes like a complete picture of things. So let's see what's going on for my Leos. Leo. What is happening for Leo? We have Lord, take charge with authority. So that's like the Emperor for me. Mars is in Leo. You might be feeling a lot of like, let's do it. I think Venus is in Leo now too, right? So it's like the two of them together. It's like there's a big energy for you to be able to create change. I don't know if one flipped over there. Yep. 2 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. 9 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. You guys. Yeah, this is all about you. I feel like you're stressed about a decision. Your block or your challenge here is the Knight of Swords. So it's like your challenge is to actually physically move. I feel like you're kind of debating something right now. You're going back and forth. You're also trying to stay really grounded. And I feel like there's an element of like, I don't know, things being up in the air, or like, again, a lack of confidence in what to do. It's not really a lack of confidence in yourself. It's a lack of confidence of like, what do I do? I don't know, you know, I could do this, you know? So it's almost like you're debating, you're going back and forth. And that's why I think your challenge here is the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is like, it's impulsive. It just takes action. It goes, right? It's quick. It's fast moving energy. And it's like, you're kind of in this like earth energy where it's like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. It's like you're analyzing things a little bit. And so you're probably in your head. Your advice here, we have the 9 of Swords. So it's like, I almost feel like your advice is get out of your head, right? Stop overthinking things. Don't allow your mind to kind of like run rampant when it comes to this. Like some of you, again, like clearing your mind. This is like taking charge in some aspect of your life that's like putting you out there and who you really are. It's like allowing you to shine, or it has the opportunity to allow you to shine. And we have the Emperor again, the 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Yeah, this is like, you're really debating on what it is to do, like what choice to make, how to take action, what to take action with. This is like, again, I'm getting like big life stuff here for a lot of signs where it's like, it's not a specific person. It's not really a specific situation. This is like, what am I doing with my life? Where am I going? Am I in control? You know, this is like, for some of you Leos, this is like getting your life back under control and making decisions for yourself, not allowing other people to tell you what to do, right? Some of you, you're debating on like a business decision. It's like, you know, taking control of your life, your income, your finances, like whatever that is, right? Some of you, it's literally a career. Like, how do I start this? How do I move into this, right? So your challenge here, again, Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, is like taking bold action with, or towards, I should say, this Ten of Pentacles. It's like, there's something here that you want. There's something here that you want. And it's like, are you going to take action and take charge towards what it is that you want, Leo? I also feel too, it's like for some of you with the Knight of Swords, there's like a communication element to it. So it's like communicating what you want. And some of you, it's like sharing it with people, like communicating with people what it is that you want, right? Whether that's like social media or communicating with people around you, changes that are happening, right? Stuff like that, where it's like, you got to communicate now what it is that you desire. Because you do have a goal in mind with the Ten of Pentacles. It's like you have a goal as to what it is that you're trying to achieve. And your advice here with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Wands, it's like, don't be stressed about whether it's coming in or not. And like waiting is only going to make you stress more. It's like the longer you wait, the more you're going to be in your head about it. So it's like, you might as well just take bold action, or just take some sort of action. You'll learn from it, right? So I feel like for a lot of you, this weekend is going to be a lot of like, how do I move forward in something? How do I take action in something? There could be a relationship here that like maybe you're trying to figure out like, what do I do? How do I move into this? Or do I ask this person out? Do I take that bold, courageous action, just do it and just like go and ask for what it is that I want, right? I don't feel like your challenge is as much like your challenge is, it's not like you're staying stagnant. I think you're deciding on whether you're going to take action. For a lot of you, it's like you already know you probably need to, but it's like you need to come out of your shell a little bit. The Sun with the Hermit, it's like, and then the Strength card. This is like, oh, and the Empress. This is like, yeah, come out of your shell. Allow yourself to shine, especially with like the Sun and the Strength card here. This is like showing yourself and like not being afraid to be authentically you and expressing yourself and being in this like Empress energy of like creating and manifesting and really just like being receptive. I think your feminine energy is like pretty strong, I feel, for a lot of you. It's like more so working on the masculine side of things, having the strength to put yourself out there to like, you know who you are, Leo. It's just more so like, how am I putting myself out there in the world, and am I actually taking charge and taking responsibility for what it is that I want to create in my life? So that's what I have for you, Leo. We are going to move on to Virgo. So let's see what Virgo needs to know for the weekend. We have Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. So some of you are like, again, it's like you've got this this feeling of like, I gotta take action, I gotta do things, I gotta move into this like this passion of mine. I'm taking action on the passion of mine. Some of you are being really called in a specific direction, or it's like to take that like Ace of Wands, you know, it's like that's kind of what you're being called towards, is like some sort of a passion of yours. What does Virgo need to know for the weekend here, Spirit? Some of you may have strong fire in your chart, or in your like big three, your sun, your moon, your rising. So we have the Fool, which is interesting because I saw the Fool at the bottom of the deck when I started shuffling originally. So we have the Fool, we have the Page of Cups, and then we have the King of Swords, bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, there's like a new cycle that I feel like you're stepping into feels maybe a little bit risky, but it is like that you're just like, I'm going to go for it. It's my passion. I'm going to go for it. It's interesting because your challenge is the Page of Cups. So I don't know if there's an element of like accepting things. Like, I feel like there's an element of like, kind of like, screw it, I'm just going to go for it, which is very not Virgo-esque. So again, some of you may have fire, like Sag specifically, but you're coming out of this, like, you're coming out of your comfort zone, I feel, for a lot of you. With the Six of Cups behind that, it's like, you're coming out of this like comfort zone, this place where it feels good, it feels comfortable. It's like you're taking a risk or a gamble on something, or you feel like you want to. It's like you're closing out a chapter and definitely starting something new. I'm getting like strong Aries or Sag energy here. And with the Page of Cups as your challenge, it's like, it's almost like, are you open to receive? I just don't know what that's about. Your challenge could be accepting opportunities or accepting things. Like, I don't know if you're feeling a little rebellious here, Virgo, or like what's going on, but I feel like your challenge, there's something to do with like a person or accepting something from someone. And your advice, I almost feel, is like to hear them out or to be open to talking. I feel like you're trying to like almost escape with this Fool card. Like, you're just trying to like, you're just like, I'm just gonna step out of this real quick. There's the Ace of Wands I was talking about. Six of Swords and the Hermit. Yeah, there's that Virgo energy of the Hermit. Like, there's almost like, I feel like you're taking this like passionate energy, you're really stepping into this. But for some of you, I feel like you're not emotionally not invested. I feel like that may be what the challenge is. It's like, emotionally, are you invested in this? You know? Page of Cups, Six of Swords, because Six of Swords can be like emotional distance even, right? Or there's distance between the two of you. Some of you are like traveling to go, I don't know, I feel like there's separation here. It's like you're going and doing one thing, and then there's like this energy of like needing to like ground yourself, be a little bit more practical, really think about things. It's a very like risky energy. Your advice is to really look at things. It's almost like, is this what you want? It looks good, feels good, but is it a risk in the sense that it's like, it looks good, feels good, but it's like not really what it says it's going to be. It's going to burn out quick, you know? Some of you, this is like your challenge is that somebody could be coming in and offering you something. I feel like it's somebody who you've been distant from. Could be an air sign that you've been distant from. And it's like you're in a new path. You're in a new direction of like changing things. But your challenge could be that this person comes back around, and then like that kind of sets things off. And I think it's really discerning what it is that you want. Your advice is like really think about like, because I kind of almost feel like it's a bit of a test in the sense that like this person could come back around. And it's like, do they ignite your passions? Do they fill this up? Do they like spark anything within you? Because if not, it's like, you just gotta go, you know? So some of you are like leaving something behind or a situation behind with another person, or a situation here where it's like, it's almost like it's coming back around is what I want to say. Like your challenge is something that I feel like you're familiar with, and it's like the opportunity presents itself again. And then you're just kind of like, I don't know if this is what I want. And you might have to have the strength and the confidence to really kind of cut this out. Be practical about it. Like use your Virgo analytical energy with the Hermit here and discern whether this is something that you want or something that you don't want. Be very clear about what it is that you're trying to achieve. So kind of like a weird cryptic message, but I'm not sure what this Page of Cups is in the sense of like, is it a person? Is it an opportunity? Is it something that you're trying to go towards that you're just like turning your back on? Like, is it an opportunity that you're turning your back on? And maybe it's an opportunity you're turning your back on because there's something better. I don't know. So I just want to see what this Page of Cups is. Queen of Pentacles. So again, it could be a person. For some of you, it's your emotions, though. The Empress and the Two of Swords. I don't feel like you're open to this, Virgo. You're kind of going in a new direction. So I don't know if it's, again, I don't know if it's a person or if it's like a situation that you're just like, I'm not doing that anymore. And it could be because you're like, this, it's not this. I want this Ace of Wands. I want this passion, this fire. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Very interesting message. Let's move on to Libra here. What's going on for Libra for the weekend? Libra. Oops. We have Eagle. See from a higher perspective. What's going on for Libra this weekend? What do they need to know, Spirit? Three of Cups. Three of Swords. Four of Cups. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. All right, Libra, we have the Three of Cups as your situation. So, I mean, there could be reconciliation. I feel like your challenge, though, is that this person has hurt you in the past, if this is reconciliation. There's something or someone coming in. Some of you, you're in this energy of just like partying and like having fun, but you're really not looking at your situation. Your advice is to really look at what it is that you're going through, because your advice is the Four of Cups and you're in the Three of Cups. So your advice is to really pay attention, because I feel like there's something here that you could be missing. And I feel like your challenge is almost to like move through this energy of the Three of Swords. It's like, are you willing to deal with this? Some of you are maybe in a third party. I feel like there's a new opportunity. Knight of Cups, Two of Cups here that's coming in, Two of Wands. There could be a new opportunity coming in for you guys that you might not see because you're wrapped up in something else, or you're like hurt by this situation, this past situation. Like there's something here from the past. I feel like that you're still kind of sitting in Knight of Wands, Justice, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, like I don't know if this person's like coming back in. There's some sort of like reconciliation, something or someone. And again, I'm getting like kind of player energy. So I feel like there's an energy, like, I don't know if it's just like a friends with benefits even for some of you, right? Something or someone coming back around. And I feel like your challenge here is to kind of like make things right again. Three of Swords and the Justice. That's a lot of air energy. So it's like course correcting something, or like actually dealing with your emotions. For some of you, this is like some of you are avoiding your emotions. Some of you are like, you could be a Libra moon. But it's like now you have the opportunity here to like make things right, or like fix something. I feel like a lot of you don't want to accept this. Like your advice here, we have the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. It's like, is it serving you? Is this actually getting you to where you want to go? And this is where I think you maybe need to look at things from a higher perspective. With this Eagle card, it's like, look at the whole situation. Don't fall for the like immediate gratification element. Because I actually kind of feel like once you kind of let this be, this situation, like if someone's coming back around, like there's an element of like being able to like resolve karma, or like balance out the scales, like, you know, balance out the karma here in a situation and kind of like overcome this. But it's like, are you going to do that, or are you going to continue to like stay in this like crappy pattern and just keep accepting something that you're not happy with? I feel like a lot of you aren't. Your advice is to probably not. If it doesn't feel good, it's probably not going to feel good. Right? And I feel like for some of you, there's a new opportunity here that could be coming in if you allow yourself to see your current situation from a higher perspective of like, is it giving you what you want? Because I feel for a lot of people, a lot of you Libra, it's like, it's not giving you what you want. And some of you are just tired of being in this situation, especially if it's like a repetitive thing, like this person's like in and out, in and out, in and out, third party, whatever that is, right? Or maybe they just don't commit, you know? That could be the issue here too. They just don't commit. And it's not giving you what you want with this Three of Swords and the challenge. It's like you keep getting heartbroken by the situation, and now you have an opportunity to rectify it. Right? Don't accept, you know, being the extra, you know? Because I don't feel like you're fulfilled in this situation here, Libra. So look at your situation. If there's an opportunity or a situation that comes up this weekend where it's like something that's repetitive or coming back up for you, it's like, are you happy? Is kind of almost what you need to ask yourself. Like, are you happy with this? Or, you know, is there something that needs to change? It's almost like weighing, especially with this like higher perspective and then the Justice card, it's like weighing both sides. What are the pros and cons of the situation? But I feel like there's a lot more cons than there are pro. Again, I feel like the pro is like immediate gratification. It's good in the moment, but then like long term, you end up with nothing, you know? So I think it's just like really evaluating whether this is like serving you. Is this actually going to progress and move you forward? Or is this just like keeping you stuck in the same shit over and over again, you know? So that's what I have for you, Libra. Hopefully that is helpful. Definitely an opportunity to kind of like balance out the scales, you know, rectify a situation and see things from a different perspective. Some of you are just like actually seeing the situation from a different perspective where you're like, whoa, I never looked at it like that before. Like this can't go on, you know? So that is what I have for you, Libra. We are going to move on to Scorpio. Let's see what my Scorpios need to know. We have Guardian Angel. You are not alone. So some of you are receiving like synchronicities, you know, some of you literally a white feather is like important to you, or something that like how you connect with spirit. Some of you it's numbers. But I feel like you've got I mean, we always have support teams around us, right? But it's like you're being supported at this time. I feel like that's just something that you more need to know. What's going on for Scorpio this weekend? Yeah, Three of Swords, the Moon, and the Tower. Whew. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So some of you are going through a tough time here, Three of Swords. And I feel like that's why this like Guardian Angel came out. It's like things are going to get better. Things are going to look up. You're being supported. Things are working out the way that they need to. And I feel like you're able to get this because I feel like with these two major arcana cards, it's like you're being supported, right? Like the universe is working with you. I feel like it's trying to show you something, or it's trying to really get you kind of to go within, especially with this like new moon energy. It's like there's something here that I feel like you almost need to release and let go of, especially with the Tower here in your advice. It's like, just let it fall, let it, and that's like your energy, right? It's like going through a bit of a transformative energy. I mean, Scorpio, you guys are used to going through transformation and like change, right? But I feel like there's almost like a darker side here with the moon that it's like is a challenge to maybe look at. And I think it's a challenge because it's like it hurts, it's hard, right? But I feel like if any sign is good at doing shadow work, it's probably you guys. There's a very scorpionic element to like the dark and the shadow and like the unseen, right? And so I feel like a lot of you are going through a big change, but just know that you are supported through whatever it is that you're going through. Because I feel like it hurts some of you. This is like within a relationship, right? You do have the strength within you to kind of like get through this and like move forward here as well. Four of Wands, strength, and the Six of Swords. It's like you have the capability to kind of move forward here. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Devil. Yeah, you guys are breaking some sort of pattern. There's something here that's like you've been left behind, or you feel left behind, you feel abandoned. Maybe you've left someone else behind and that still really hurts, right? Like there's something here that's like come to an ending of some sort, or it's like it's fallen apart. It's no longer working. And I actually feel like it's almost like really your advice or like your challenge here is really to kind of like look at your emotions, right? Really go within. Some of you have like a very strong like feminine energy that's looking over you, or like maybe even in your like physical life, that like a mother figure, or someone who you consider who has those like mothering qualities. That could be like, they don't have to be a mother specifically, but it's like your challenge here is to almost like even nurture yourself, right? Like really look after yourself, or seek out comfort, right? Also like just allow yourself to process your emotions and just like sit in them. I feel like once you kind of like, your challenge here is to kind of like is to feel the emotions and like trust your intuition. And again, know that you're being guided, know that you're supported by the divine, you know? And your situation here with the Tower and the Devil card is like, or your advice, sorry, is like breaking karmic chains, like breaking patterns, things that hold you back, like no longer sitting in this energy of feeling stuck, like let it go, right? Your advice is to just like let it go, like Elsa says, you know? So it's like, there is something like karmic here that it's like the universe is trying to get you to be like, we're working with you to help you break this pattern, this cycle, this feeling stuck. For some of you, it's like a codependent energy. Like some of you are always like, you know, afraid of people leaving, and, you know, it's like a shadow aspect, maybe like abandonment wounds that maybe you have to like process or look through. And I feel like for some of you, maybe it comes from your mother, like maybe she went through that or something like that, right? Like there's something here where it's like, it's deep within you, it's deeply rooted, but I feel like the universe is working with you to kind of like release this energy. I feel like this really has to do with the new moon here for you guys. So really deep message, but I actually feel like this is for you to really like break free of whatever this 3 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles means to you. This could be one situation specifically, this could be just your freaking life, this could be like whatever, right? Like it could be a specific breakup or separation of like you and another person, but it's like, it's here to show you something. It's here to reveal emotions, patterns, things that aren't working anymore. It's here to reveal all of that. So you are being supported, and I feel like that's probably the biggest part of this, is that like whatever you're going through, you are being supported through it, Scorpio. So very deep message. So hopefully that resonated. If not, check out your other signs. We are going to move on to Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know? Sagittarius, we have Hunter. Track down your fears and your desires. What does Sagittarius need to know for the weekend? We have the Knight of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, it's like, where are you trying to go? I feel like you're in this place of like, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to just go. I'm going to hunt, right? You're after something. With the Knight of Swords, it's like you're in this energy of like, let's go, let's move. I feel like you're really kind of like, you could be walking away from something or closing out a pattern, a cycle of in your life, or just even like walking a spiritual path or walking a path that's, I feel like, almost new in a sense. Your challenge here is the 5 of Pentacles. So your challenge, I feel, has to do with a sense of worth or a place of like feeling lack. Is your challenge, you know? I feel like it's a challenge because you feel like this is almost like a challenge of your fear. So it's like, it's almost like your challenge is like not letting your fears get in your way. Some of you just have like a mindset of lack, and so that kind of holds you back from really going after what it is that you want. I feel like you are going after what you want, but I feel like your challenge is that this could come up, you know, so it's not there all the time, but it could come up for you. And And with the Four of Swords here, I feel like your advice is to really kind of take the time to work through those energies. If your fears come up, it's like allow yourself to process them, like really kind of sit with it. You know, don't be afraid of your fears. Just sit with them and then be like, well, why do I feel that way, right? Like really kind of, that's how you do shadow work, is you just keep asking why. It sounds really basic, but it's like, okay, well, why am I afraid of that? Okay, and like, why does that make me feel that way? You know, what am I truly, it gets down to like the root of it, like why, where does that stem from? Why do I have that? We have the Lovers here, which I saw before. We have the Sun. And we have the Ace of Wands. Yes. So again, like a lot of you are making this choice, or you have a choice of like taking action, or you're making the choice to take an action in your current energy. It is a little bit impulsive in the sense that it's like, you know, the Knight of Swords, where it's like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for it. And I feel like it is very, like, this is, both of these are Gemini energies. So maybe you could be dealing with Gemini. You may have Gemini in your chart, but it's like going after what it is that you want, Sag, is going to give you, it's interesting actually, because Gemini is your opposite sign. But it's like, going after what you want, I feel like you're in this space of hunting down what it is that you're looking for. Some of you, it's a relationship, like you are really wanting to go after a relationship, or like move forward in that direction, you know. Your challenge here is the Five of Pentacles with the Sun. So it's like, again, it's like the confidence, right? It's like some of you have this fear of being in the spotlight, or being center of attention, or having attention, or getting attention. Some of you, it's like your pride gets in the way and like holds you back a little bit. Like I feel like this, it's a little bit of like having the belief that, you know, you're important and you have the capability of like creating what it is that you want. Like it's like your challenge is being optimistic almost, you know. I feel like you are fearful of like not having enough, or not being able to get what you want, or not having the confidence, or again, like that place of lack. I feel like you have strong desires. I feel like you know what you want, but then the fear creeps in, and that's what is holding you back, is that mindset, that mental mindset. And I feel like your advice is to like really, again, find that passion that's going to help drive you. And again, think of like, what is the fear, right? And does your desire overcome the fear, right? So I think a lot of you, this is like learning how to, you know, do the shadow work to really figure out like, what are my fears, and working through those fears so that you can take action and take this opportunity of the Ace of Wands to really kind of step into something here. So for you, Sag, what's coming up this weekend is like, what's holding me back? Am I just going to take action? And if I take action, that's cool, but I need to also be consistent with it, because the Knight of Swords can be inconsistent. And I feel like what makes you inconsistent is the mindset piece that comes in, right? The feeling of not having enough, or not being enough. Meanwhile, you do, right? The Sun is here. So it's like there's a little bit of that like inconsistent energy is kind of what I'm getting. And that's it's like you're really motivated and have this desire, and then you fall back into the fear. And then it's like, you know, so it's like finding that consistency and really working through the fear so that you can be more consistent. You know, it's like you have to acknowledge what that is. So that's what I have for you, Sag. Hopefully that is helpful for you guys. I feel like these weekend messages have been really like, the past couple have been kind of, you know, deep in that sense. It's funny because like, I feel like when I do the weekly reads or the monthly reads, like a lot of like love stuff comes up, and then it's like I do these weekend reads and it's like all of the deeper messages come out. So at least they're different, you know. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Capricorn. So what does Capricorn need to know? We have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. So there is a sense of like, I mean, obviously breaking patterns, chains in that sense, but it's like, some of you, this is like deeply rooted within your family or your ancestral line, but also it's like an element of like wisdom, which is like also very Capricorn energy. you know, like the wise, the parent, you know, let's be responsible. That's like very Capricorn. That's like, oh my God, me to a T. There's like this, yeah, it's just like an older, wiser energy. So we have the Four of Cups, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. So yeah, it's like being wise. Learning from a situation and like, you know, cutting out things that don't serve you. I feel like there's an opportunity, there's something coming in here with the Four of Cups. So evaluate how that makes you feel. But I feel like for a lot of you, the challenge here and the pattern is boundaries. So your challenge is setting boundaries with whatever it is or whoever it is that's coming in. And your advice is to stand firm in those decisions, right? Stand firm in that. Be confident in yourself. You know, this is like Taurus energy. So it's like very, very determined, very stubborn, right? And like, I'm not going to budge from what it is that I want because you value what it is that you want, you know? So for a lot of you, this has to do with boundaries, valuing you and yourself. Because I feel like there's something coming in here. Seven of Swords. Four of Wands. Page of Swords. Yeah, this is like valuing what it is that you want. I feel like a lot of you, you know what it is that you want. You know what you want to have, right? Seven of Wands, Four of Wands. So it's like, especially if this is like with regards to relationships and love, which I'm pretty sure for Capricorn with this new moon, just generally, like if you're a Capricorn rising, it's like there's a lot of, even Sun probably, but there's a lot of like relationship stuff coming up. And that's where I feel like these boundaries, it's like people, right? Whether it's family, friends, or relationships, it's like setting boundaries in your life that are serving you in the sense that it's like you holding your value, and that's why there's a boundary, you know? Because I feel like there could be something or someone who's coming in to try and deceive you, or someone who's like, you know, really maybe doesn't have the best intentions or didn't in the past, right? There's an element of like not trusting this opportunity, this person that's maybe coming in, or this situation, or it just doesn't feel right, you know? And it's like, if it doesn't feel right, it's probably not, you know? It's like, if you have to guess on it and it doesn't feel solid, it doesn't feel concrete, it feels like there's some sort of sneakiness to it. Some of you also may be trying to like retract from people or things coming at you. It's like the Seven of Swords can be an element of like sneaking away. So that could be you even like, I don't really want this, so I'm just going to move away from this. And so I feel like this weekend's going to be about boundaries, learning boundaries, and going after what it is that you want. And your advice here with the the King of Swords, oh my gosh, King of Pentacles, Page of Swords, is like, I feel like there's going to be people kind of having their eye on you. Like, I feel like, you know, you standing in your power is going to be a little bit of like, people being like, oh, well, that's different. You know, people are going to see that you have like put yourself on your throne again. It's like you're back on top. You're back on in that Capricorn, like no one's going to mess with me energy. And I feel like that's your advice, is to like, let them stare, let them look, you know, let them be in that energy where it's like, you know, you're a page, I'm the king, you know, it's like sit in that energy of like, I'm the boss, you know, and if you can't sit with me on a level playing field, like if you can't be this King of Swords and you're going to show up as the page, like we're not doing it, right? There needs to be that boundary of like what it is that you expect. And I feel like for some of you, the element of boundaries probably is an ancestral thing where it's like people in your family have lacked boundaries or allowed people to kind of like walk all over them. And it's like, not anymore. We are changing that today, right? And so I feel like this is all about you being confident in yourself and sticking up for yourself and not allowing people to deceive you. Don't let people pull wool over your eyes, you know? Don't let people like feed you some BS and then like think they're gonna get away with it. I feel like this is like not the time. You're reading between the lines, you're seeing for things for what it really is, and I feel like that's also your advice. So interesting message, Capricorn, but that is what I have for you this weekend. Okay. We are gonna move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. What's happening for Aquarius? There could be an opportunity coming in for you, Aquarius. I'm going to put that back in because I like to pull the Oracle card first. All right, so what does Aquarius need to know? We have Druid, hold the space. Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands. All right, bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like Aquarius, there's like an element of like, what are you doing too much? I feel like you're doing a lot. You're juggling a lot of things. I feel like there's possibly even like, in some of you, there's a new relationship coming in. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, Two of Swords, or Two of Cups, oh my gosh. Some of you have new love. Some of these is like family or like something related to that, but it's like there's an opportunity of like emotional compassion. I don't know if somebody is like, I don't know if this is like compassion for yourself. You could be holding space for someone or someone could be holding space for you. I feel like you've got a lot going on, Aquarius. Especially with the Two of Pentacles. Like I feel like you're trying to really keep things balanced. You're trying to keep things stable. But I also feel like, I don't know, there's like your challenge here is to like create some sort of resistance or like distance yourself from something. Like I feel like your advice is to let go of the burden. Some of you need to like maybe confide in someone, like find someone who can hold space for you instead of trying to do it all yourself. Like I feel like you maybe need to like allow people to help you is what I want to say. Yeah, like let go of the burden. You're holding on to some sort of burden here. Ten of Wands, Five of Cups, like, and it's emotional. So I feel like you need to kind of like talk to somebody maybe, or even just like, again, this could be you or this could be a person that maybe is wanting to do this with you. But it's like you don't have to do it all yourself. Seven of Wands and the Magician. It's like you're trying to do everything you're on your own. And sometimes this could be just holding space for you. You know, like you holding the space for yourself, allowing yourself time, giving yourself time, creating a boundary with whatever is going on in your life so that you can achieve what it is that you need to, right? Get back into your power. Because some of you are kind of like, you're being really kind of pulled down by this energy. So I just feel like it's more of like you're doing a lot. You've got a lot on your plate and it's like you just need to let go. You just need to like release yourself, maybe have some fun or do something that allows you to release some of the stress or the, you know, the chaos, whatever that is, whether that's like exercise or having a bath or going for a walk by yourself, like doing something that kind of helps you break out of the mundane. It's just like, I feel like a lot of you are stressed and you're doing too much. Doing too much, holding on to other people's shit, maybe even to like, you know, being the one like trying to do things for everyone, right? Very Aquarian, like, oh, is everyone feeling okay? You know, and it's like this weekend's about like you doing things for yourself and like letting go of other people's garbage, especially if it's other people's stuff. And if it's yours, it's like doing something for yourself that's going to let you release this energy that you're holding on to. So some of you need to do some like stress management things this weekend. Others of you, it's like letting go of other people's burdens. So again, still stress management stuff, but doing something for yourself. So this is all about like self-care this weekend, I feel. Self-care, self-love, doing something for you, letting go of your responsibilities. Like you don't have to be so like rigid. I feel like some of you just need a break. Need a break. Because I feel like you're starting to like lose a bit of your power or your energy. It's like your energy is draining, and so it's like you need to kind of like recharge a little bit is one kind of what I'm getting is like recharging your batteries. So this might be a good, I don't know if you've been feeling like me, this week has been like absolutely exhausting and I don't really know why. But there's, you know, stress and all those things, all this like energy that's happening, you know, kind of on the planet. Like there's a lot of things changing, moving, and like all this chaos, right? And it's like, just take a step back from it, spend some time by yourself, and recharge. So that's mainly what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. All right, we are going to move on to Pisces. Let's see. What does Pisces need to know? We have Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. What does Pisces need to know? For the weekend, Spirit. What does Pisces need to know? We have the Six of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Yeah, I feel like there's a decision here, or something, maybe something involving the past. It's like, there's a decision you need to make and you know what it is. Some of you it's letting something go, but a lot of you it's just like making a judgment call on a situation, possibly something from the past, right? Six of Cups. I feel like there's an element of like happiness and nostalgia here, thinking about the past, but it's like you know something. There's something intuitive here that I feel like you're picking up on. I feel like your challenge here with the Five of Wands, it's like there's a lot going on here. A lot of things maybe distracting you even could be a little bit of like your challenge this weekend. It's like, I don't know if you've got a lot of people like really trying to get your attention or something to really like, I don't know, somebody like, there's just a lot of people pulling at your energy, or like a lot of energy maybe around you of people that like you're not really in, but it's like there's chaos around you. I feel like there's a need for you to kind of like step back. I'm getting like a High Priestess energy off of this card, which is like, you know, honor your intuitive energy and also like honor yourself and step back when you need to step back. Like the High Priestess is quiet and she watches, right? So I feel like I almost feel like this Five of Wands is like the energy around you is chaotic, and which can be challenging for you to kind of like really step into something. Your advice here, we have the Page of Wands. So like communicating what it is that you want, having inspiration or following your inspiration as well. I kind of feel for some of you, it's like stepping out of the chaos, right? Stepping out of that challenge, like focusing on yourself, focusing on your wand, not all this other crap around you. Yeah, Six of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands with the Eight of Cups, yep. And the Page of Wands with the Four of Cups. Yeah, so it's like, I feel like there's an opportunity, or there's something here that you want, something that feels good in your current energy. With this Ace of Pentacles, like it makes you feel good. Maybe it's a little nostalgic, like maybe it brings up something that's like an element of nostalgia, right? A memory from the past or something that you want to do, and I feel like you need to trust that. I don't know if you are maybe having to walk away. That could be the challenge, is like walking away from something or people to go towards this new opportunity, and I feel like you just have to honor that, what you know is right for you to do, honor your path, honor, you know, the steps that you are needing to take. I also feel like you're trying to distance yourself from whatever this like Five of Wands drama conflict is. So some of you, it's like the environment that you're in is dramatic or conflict ridden. So it's like stepping out of that and just like following the beat of your own drum is kind of what I'm getting. It's like following your own path. Some of you are still kind of fixated on this other opportunity. It's like there's an opportunity here to take Page of Wands and that cup there. It's like you can walk a new path if you want to. Your advice is to kind of step into something, or, you know, it's like if it feels good, you might not see it coming for some of you. Like your advice is like, if you know what this opportunity is, it's like your advice is to take it, is what I feel, or like try it, especially if there's a feeling of like passion or excitement about it, you know, inspiration to go towards it. If you feel inspired, because I feel like the situation you're in, it's not inspiring. So it's like if you feel inspired to go in a certain direction, like follow that. Honor your inner knowing, because I feel like that excitement around doing something can be very, it can kind of take you out of this Four of Cups of like, nah, I don't really like where I'm at, right? usually when there's excitement, it's like you're being called there for a reason, whatever that is. You're going to learn from something from that situation, right? But it's like you kind of have to make the decision. You're kind of at a crossroads of like staying where you're at or moving forward in a new direction. And you have to trust your intuition as to how you're going to move forward in this. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. Kind of a very clear and direct. I just feel like it's a lot of like moving on from the past, moving on from things. You know, it might have felt good where you were at one point, but I feel like it's kind of lost its spark, and now you need to kind of reignite that within yourself. So that is what I have for you, Pisces. Hopefully that's helpful. Obviously that is now the end of the weekend reading. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Again, you can check out your sun, your moon, your rising if you did not already. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for all your love and support. The channel has been growing like crazy recently. So I appreciate all the subscribes, the people. Thank you. And the people who keep watching and supporting. It is greatly appreciated. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful new moon, a wonderful weekend. And I will see you guys in the next videos coming out this weekend, okay? Bye.